everyone, my name is Anna Powell and welcome to Audio with Anna. Today I'm here with Co-Chairpersons of Tipperary, Courtland, Kaitlyn, Ryan and Emer and Neville. Hi girls, how are you?
Hello. Hi, how are you?
I'm brilliant, thanks. So Emer, what is Courtland?
So Courtland is a youth council set up by the Department of Youth Affairs. It gathers, let's say, like 40 to 30 kids in each county to talk about the different youth issues in each county and to find solutions to those issues.
Would you mind both telling me your story and how you got involved with Courtland?
So I got involved in Courtland in 2017, I'm going to say. I found out about it through a friend. And I went to the AGM, and then from there I've been there the last 4 years. I was lucky enough to get elected, and 4 years later I'm lucky enough to be co-chairperson with Kaitlyn. So it's been really good, really positive experience. My experience with Corla was I went to all the AGMs since 2016, and I think it was 2018 I got on, and I've been on it for the last, I think this is my third year now. It's been an amazing experience and just grown so much in the confidence that's given me. So it's really enjoyable.
In normal circumstances, how would someone get involved with Courtland?
So typically you would go to our AGM, which is held once a year, usually like between October and December. And you would just run for election. This year it's a little bit differently. We're holding elections online this year. So Kaitlyn, do you want to explain how those are working?
So all the delegates have given in application forms, and we'll be doing little Zoom interviews just to see what the delegates are like. And then at the start of December we have a Zoom event for elections. To hold our AGM, and Emer's subgroup running that, so that's the 4th of December, I think. Yeah.
So far, has this seemed to have worked as a fair and successful process of electing new candidates?
Yeah, I definitely think it's worked. We have a really big, diverse group of candidates this year, which is fantastic to see. And I think each candidate is really capable, so it'll be really interesting to see how the process works on Saturday when we go through the selection process.
Yeah, I think we've got some really good people for this year.
I know typically you find out the issues of young people through the AGM process. How are you going to find the issues of young people in Tipperary this year?
So this year we plan on using Mentimeter, so students can submit what issues they have, and then we're also hoping to hold a few polls on our Instagram story so that we're not just getting the AGM attendees' views, we're also getting general young people in Tipperary's views.
How will Courtland Council this year have to adapt with COVID-19 measures in place?
It depends on what level we're in. I think we've kind of been working through Zoom, and when we're in a lower level, we have our subgroup meetings and work with Polly through there. We're hoping to get back in person in the new year. Fingers crossed.
And will you continue on Zoom if you can't meet in person?
Yeah.
What are your favourite memories from Courtland so far?
I think for me personally it was when we went to the National Showcase in Dublin. Getting to meet all the other Corley from across the country was really interesting, and getting to see what they're working on.
For me, I think it was the overnight team building trip. That was kind of the start of the year and kind of just brought the whole year closer together, and it was so much easier to work together as a team after that whole night, just team building. It was brilliant.
What is your favourite element of Corla?
I think my favourite element is getting to work with young people from across the county. I think it's great that we have our subgroups, but I really like getting to work with people in Nina that I wouldn't have known previously outside of Corla.
Yeah, I like that aspect too. I think my favourite part would just be knowing that I can make a difference and give young people a voice. Yeah.
Has Corla led to any other opportunities for the both of you?
For me personally, because of Corla now, I was elected to the Irish Second Level Students' Union as a communications officer. That's not an opportunity I would have had, had I not been involved in Corla, had I not discovered AC through Corla.
I got into junior board last year through Corla as well, so that's an opportunity I would have never even known about without Corla.
In the last term of Corla Emer, how did you find being a public relations officer during a national pandemic?
I really, really enjoyed the experience. I think it was really good to get to utilise social media to kind of promote our work, and I think because of the pandemic, a lot more people were engaged in our social media as well, which gave us a really good presence and a good backing for a lot of our projects, so I really loved it.
Did you both know what Corla was before you got involved, or was it something you learned about through the AGM experience?
I knew what it was because I had a friend that was elected onto it, so I was lucky in that case.
Yeah, I was the same. I had a family friend who was on a couple of years before.
Was it something your schools promoted also, or was it not mentioned?
It wasn't a big thing in school. The teachers kind of just picked students. But I think since more people from my school have gone onto it, it's been a much bigger thing for people to join.
Yeah, I have a similar experience. Schools didn't really promote it, but then, once I got involved, they started promoting it a lot more, and I even found out that I had a few teachers that used to be on it as well.
That's mad, Emer.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So, as co-chairpersons, what are your hopes for the coming year?
I'm hopeful that we'll have a really successful year. We'll get a really strong Corla going, and that the workload won't decrease because of doing it through Zoom or anything like that. That we'll have a really strong, dedicated crew to work with.
Yeah, I think we're more prepared this year for an online work. I'm hopeful that it's going to be successful, and it's going to be a positive year.
That's brilliant. I know from being on Corla myself that a big aspect of Corla is the friendships you create with people. Do you have any plans in place on how you're going to get the first year members and second year members to bond?
Yeah, I think we have a few ideas in the pipeline. We're going to have a few different bonding nights through Zoom, and just maybe making a few group chats, making sure that everybody gets to know each other and that they're engaged with each other as well.
Thanks so much, Kaitlyn and Emer, for doing this interview with me today.
Thanks, Anna.
Thanks so much for having us, Anna.